expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schweim and Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Boy, I wrote in my column at 973ESPN.com, Josh Hennig, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. What a Thursday night, Josh Hennig, and how did you spend it?
My Thursday night was something so I said this yesterday on my show, and I'll say it again here for those who didn't hear it.
I wanted you to reiterate. It's pretty cool.
To me, Thursday night was history.
Right.
Because there's been multiple times the Eagles and the Phillies have been playing on the same day.
Right.
And we saw it in 09 and 08 and, like 93. I remember 93, the Phillies team, but the Eagles team wasn't as good.
No.
So,
well, why was historic is what you're getting ready to say.
Right. This was the first time since 1983 that both teams were playing simultaneously.
Right.
In 83, the Eagles game started at 4 p.m. and in 83, the Phillies-Orioles game started at 5 p.m. So there was a simultaneous games going. Every other time it's happened, one game's been at 1, one game's been like at 8:30. So
when they're both going on at the same time.
Right. So I wanted to be a part of the moment. I wanted to feel the moment, right? Because, Billy, you're all about emotion.
I'm passion, baby. I'm all passion.
So I wanted
I'm all heart.
So I wanted to be with the people. So I went to yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora.
Awesome.
I walked in, Chuck, the GM, was there. He saw me. He's like, Josh,
you got it.
You're
from
here.
What I understand from Chuck, you've got a seat like Norm did from Cheers at the bar. You have your own private seat, your personal seat.
Listen, there's a lot worse people to be associated with than Norm from Cheers. But no, but when I got there, the place was already full of people. I got there a few minutes before first pitch, and there's nothing better, Billy, than riding the wave of passionate fans.
Right.
Because,
even you sent me a video from a pack yesterday's, and the emotion of both games on at the same time has to be pretty cool.
It was absolutely amazing to watch. The people yesterday did an amazing job at taking care of everybody at the bar, in the restaurant. But
Josh, who got the audio?
Phillies.
What game got the Phillies?
Phillies got the audio, but the way it was set up was that it was, Phillies were strategically placed so everyone in the building could see the Phillies on different TVs.
Of course, on yesterday's, there's not a bad seat in the house because there's so many TVs.
But the way they positioned the Eagles was that you could still see the Eagles on some of the TVs. So, the angling was good, but also I got to give the staff credit.
Was Ronnie Rowe a bartender there?
Ronnie was there. Johnny was there. Nick was the bar backing. Kayla was running around like a chick with her head cut off doing a bunch of stuff. Chuck was there. But one of the things that they did such a good job yesterday was they were aware of the game action.
Right.
They were aware of when the Phillies were at bat, when the Eagles had the ball. So you noticed the little things. It's the little things. Like, I'm not going to ask you for your order or if you need one more drink if I see that you're into the game.
Right. Well,
so little things like that matter a lot for a place like yesterday's Creekside Tavern.
I watched the game from home, and I have 4 TVs in my home, but I've got my man room and I have my living room. And my man room is literally right up the steps. So I could have put one game on my computer, but it's a Google Chromebook. I want to see the game big. So I put one game on in the living room, which was the Eagles game, because it was on Prime, and that's the only TV that I can get Amazon Prime on.
Now, did you not know that it was on PHL 17?
What, the Eagles?
Yes.
No, I did not.
So, okay, now this is a great.
Are you serious?
I'm so glad you brought this up,
because I couldn't even tape it.
So in every market, the Thursday night game has to be in market.
Oh, Josh, why didn't you call and tell me that?
Well, we mentioned it on the radio multiple times this week, but here's the problem. So me and Mike Gill theorized yesterday that the reason why the number rating was so big for the Phillies and the Eagles is we wondered how many people did or didn't know.
I did not know
that the game was on PHL 17, because my theory is that, Billy, I got to think that how many people ever think of PHL 17 anymore?
Well, I don't. And that's so I was running back up. I was running up and down my stairs, catch most of the Phillies.
Oh, you're getting a workout.
Yeah, I was getting a workout at home, man. Running back and forth. And I got the doopy doo at the house. And, I didn't want to wake her up. And, I
thought you were going to say she's watching you run up and down the stairs.
No. She couldn't hear that.
She's not even watching the TV. She's watching you run around.
But, hey, listen, so Wednesday night, the Phillies played what? Game 4, I think it was, right?
Wednesday was game 4.
Game 4. I had tickets to the Sixers. The Sixers played Tuesday. Was it Tuesday night?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. I had Sixers tickets.
I distinctly know, because I know somebody who went to the Sixers game.
Yeah, I went, and my cousin gave my daughter and I tickets. I brought Eliza Grace she's been dying to go to a Sixers game.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, it's the game. I don't want to miss the Phillies game. He said, no, the game moved up to 6:00, and that you'll be able to get out of there by right, like at 8:30. No problem. Be home for the first inning. Sure enough, we spent the whole game. It was a close game. They lost to Washington that night, believe it or not, and Harden got hurt.
Yep.
But we got home in time for the bottom of the first.
Nice.
And now let's get to the Phillies, because the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat also explains the feelings that we're going through with this Phillies team, because it's feast or famine, Josh. I mean, these guys they're bombing out, and then over the last 2 games, the first 5 hitters, Schwarber, Hoskins, Realmuto, Harper, and Castellanos are combined 2 for 36 with only 1 home run. And so obviously the Astros pitching reigns supreme. Good pitching beats good hitting, and we're seeing that now.
But let me ask you, Billy, how much of it, good pitching, and all that stuff, is also, don't you feel a little like, come on, man? Because remember months ago, and maybe I'm holding a grudge, and maybe I'm just being a jerk about this. People can tell me at 609-403-0973.
We're going to open up the text board for tickets to the pool.
You can make sure you guys spell. So as Billy mentioned, you got to text in your name, your email address, and Billy, what's the question of the day?
The question of the day is, which Phillies World Series team do you like the most? They identify the most with. Which Phillies World Series team do you like the most? The 80 team, the 83 team, the 93 team, the 2008, 2009, or
this one?
Or this one. Which is your favorite Phillies team?
And you can also text in if Josh is an idiot.
609-403-0973. And that'll, you'll be eligible to win tickets to the pool. We have
pair of VIP passes.
VIP passes, which get you in for free.
NFL Sunday Splash.
And how about the food there? It's
Food's excellent.
Unbelievable. So the NFL Sunday Splash at Harrah's will be there tomorrow for the NFL Sunday Splash. It's a great time. But 609-403-0973.
But back to my point, I was
17 strikeouts in those 2 for 36.
1 for 20 with runners in scoring position over 2 games. And I asked the question this way because Dave Dombrowski was very insistent multiple times this year, Billy. Dave Dombrowski, the guy who built this team, made the deals at the trade deadline, right?
Right.
He said that they built this team with the understanding that they were going to out-hit their mistakes.
Exactly.
That this team was built to have the offensive firepower.
Well, that's how they got this far, Josh.
Overcome any other issues.
I mean, look at Rhys Hoskins. He's horrible in the field, but when he doesn't hit home runs,
it makes it worse.
And
Brandon Marsh, who brought it in for defensive purposes, he bobbles that ball in the outfield, and you could directly put that one run on him.
And Brandon Marsh not making contact first and third with one out. Is baseball past the fact where he could have even tried to lay down a bunt?
Mike Gill asked a similar question yesterday. And
Josh, you know how we hear all the time, oh, the baseball, it's a different game, and they don't do that.
But it's not that different.
I don't care. Aren't you trying to win any way possible?
To me,
Josh, it's making a sacrifice not only for the game,
right.
it's for the team. Just get your bat on the ball, put the ball in play.
I will say this. I don't know if maybe somebody like the coaches told him not to. Like, I don't know how those conversations are going. Like, everybody wanted to know what Harper said to Bohm.
No, but guess what? The other day when there was another situation, maybe it was the last series where they did bunt, and he said
they did.
Vierling bunted. He goes, well, did you give him the bunt sign? He goes, no, these guys are on their own. So you're telling me the player Vierling made that decision to bunt the ball so that indicates to me that Brandon Marsh should have had the same luxury.
Well, maybe he doesn't have that intuition. Maybe Vierling has a higher baseball IQ than Marsh does.
Because I don't know why. I mean, how about old fashioned just choke up on the bat?
By the way, can I just tell you, I had 3 different women complain to me on Thursday about how Brandon Marsh looks. All 3 of them said that his hair looks like he needs a shower.
I haven't heard anybody say anything possible.
And his beard looks like it needs to be like combed or brushed.
Well, who's
or
the guy who's the guy in Colorado that has the beard like
Charlie
that?
Blackman.
Is he trying to do that?
I don't know. I always thought that Marsh trying to be like a caveman kind of look, but here's the thing. Like, you can have long hair and a beard. I don't care. But at least make it look like you took a shower. Like, literally, I had 3 different women of different age, groups and situations, in their personal life.
But
all say to me, dude, he needs to take a shower.
Guess what, Josh?
Maybe that grease from his hair is getting on his hands.
Josh,
that's why he can't hit.
Josh,
I don't know.
That might be well and good, but if he puts the ball in play, and even if
Billy's not.
But he's not. So then you look at the hair and you look at the beard,
right.
and you're going, oh, that looks horrible. But not only that, our big guys aren't coming through. I mean, Realmuto's. I'm not really ragging on Realmuto, but since he's
had only one good game
since game 1. He's 1 for 18 with 11 strikeouts.
The key is, you said game 1. He hasn't hit well since game 1. Honestly, these guys have only hit well in 2 games, and it was the 2 games that they won. And I think that that's a huge concern, that when the bats don't wake up, that us Philly fans might be going to sleep on the rest of the year.
All right, we got a great show lined up today. At the bottom of the hour, as always, on Saturday, we'll talk with a sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan, get his unique perspective on sports, and of course, we'll give you some great tips for betting on some big games. And there are some big college games this Saturday.
One of the huge ones you can hear right on 97.3 ESPN, Georgia, Tennessee this afternoon.
Big game, big SEC game today. Of course, we'll talk to Sharapan about that. And in hour 2, we'll go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. Always interesting to get Tommy's perspective on the Phillies. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that'll help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, the Locker Room and Blitz's Market want to discount your Eagles game day meal during the Eagles season on game day. Get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the Locker Room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City, New Jersey. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com, or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Dave and Joe Newman are great people. Dave, when he makes those sandwiches, man, he stacks them with the meat, so it's a great value. So get down to Blitz's. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, 97.3 ESPN.
This week on Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
4th down and 1. Allen wants to throw across his body. It's caught. Stephon Diggs for the touchdown.
It's a critical showdown in the AFC East when Josh Allen leads the Buffalo Bills into MetLife Stadium to face Zach Wilson and the New York Jets.
Every quarterback has their days, but he's our quarterback because we think he's going to get better and he's going to continue to prove why he's the number 2 pick.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at noon.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
The best part about taking ZQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
Don't let time pass you by. Door-busting Black Friday sales are going on now and all month at Matt Platt Mitsubishi. Matt Platt Mitsubishi wants your trade, even if you're stuck in a loan or lease. Matt Platt Mitsubishi wants to get you released, and you'll get more for your trade when you purchase any select new 2022 Mitsubishi SUV, plus every new Mitsubishi Outlander SUV. Put zero down and pay only 1.9% APR financing for 36 months. Worried that your credit will keep you from getting a new ride? Matt Platt Mitsubishi knows bad things happen to good people. We finance your future, not your past, even if your credit is less than perfect. So if you have a job clearing $350 per week, simply Matt Platt Mitsubishi. Unapproved with Tier 1 credit, rebates and incentives to dealer. Go to mattplattmitsubishi.com for complete details. Plus tax, license, registration fees. Offers can't be combined. Expires 12/4/22. So come in today and get your deal your way. Located right in the heart of Glassboro for over 30 years.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the locker room, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio here in Northfield. So the Phillies lose Game 5, and they lose in a game that I thought they could have won.
I agree.
I really believe they let an opportunity slip by because I think, and I wrote in my article on 97.3ESPN.com on Fridays where I posted, is that this crowd, the Philadelphia fan, deserves a championship for the notoriety and the respect that they've been getting by the national media, Josh. I mean, you see a sea of red with those towels waving. During the week, I saw something on Twitter. The geologist from Penn State said that it registered on the Richter scale. Right. So the fan base in Philadelphia, while always maligned for negative stuff. I totally disagree. This is one of the best fan bases in all of the country, and I think they deserve a championship. And I think because of but what makes this run so special? It wasn't expected, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, anytime a run happens that is not expected, there is
it makes it more fun.
There's an added element of value to it.
I mean, the passion. I mean, I'm substituting at Audubon High School this year, and it's a sea of red. My daughter, she goes to a Catholic school, Christ the King, and guess what? They had a dress down day. It was all Philly stuff. The whole area is just engulfed in this championship run,
and they should be.
But you don't see that other places.
Well, you do. I mean, the problem is and this is where I'm the voice of reason and destroyer of hopes and dreams, and that is you go to other not every part of the country, okay, but there are certain parts of the country where there is a level of diehard when it comes to their teams. For example, people don't realize unless you go to New York City and unless you listen to New York City radio regularly, their 365 passion for baseball is borderline disturbing.
It is.
I know
it is.
I would argue that they care more about the Yankees in New York than they care about the Knicks and the Rangers and the Islanders.
Well, the Knicks have
and all
been
those
bad for such a long time.
But I mean, the Knicks are one of the marquee franchises in basketball.
Yeah, but they've been so bad though.
I mean, even when the Yankees weren't good at times, it's I'll talk about the Yankees, and it's the Knicks one year went to the postseason with Carmelo Anthony, and you turn on New York radio, not even a peep. It's oh man, the Yankees didn't get this guy. But the Knicks are in the playoffs.
And of course, the Jets fans are a lot more boisterous than the Giants fans. The Giants fans are older, have been around a lot longer,
more reserved.
But let's get back to the Philadelphia fan.
No, but the point is that my point was that there are other places where,
Josh, did you see Houston? Did you see Reliance Stadium? It was a sea of green.
It was Eagle and Philly fans. My favorite part of that was, did you see the Philly fan at the Eagles game watching the Phillies game on his phone? I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. Well,
the guy literally has a ticket to an NFL game. He's sitting there in the stands, and he's got on his phone watching the Phillies game.
We'll be broadcasting live at the pool tomorrow for the NFL Sunday Splash, which has been a great success down there to watch all the games. They got 30 TVs. They got that full buffet tailgate. The food is sensational. We're giving away 10 pairs of tickets to the NFL Sunday Splash at the pool, 609-403-0973. But the question is, which Philadelphia Phillies World Series team, doesn't mean they had to win, which Philadelphia Phillies World Series team do you like the best? Do you identify the best? So there was a 1980 team. There was a 1983 team that lost to the Orioles. There's the 93 team that lost to the Toronto Blue Jays. There's the 2008 championship team that won it all. Okay. And then, of course, there's the 2009 team that lost to the Yankees.
Yeah, so if you want a pair of VIP passes to go to the pool at Harrah's tomorrow, of course, we'll be there from broadcasting 10 a.m. to noon, but the NFL Sunday Splash is all afternoon, buffet, numerous TVs. All you got to do is text in 609-403-0973, your name, your email address, and what is your favorite Phillies World Series team and why?
609-403-0973. Now, we're going to continue. We're going to jumping back and forth between the Phillies and the Eagles today. And I because we had to do that on Thursday, jump back and forth, right? That's what everybody had to do. Whether you're on your clicker or if you were at a bar, you had your attention had to be divided between two games. It's very emotional. But Josh, you know what I thought was really good with the Eagles, because I got to see it. The Houston Texans took the ball and drove it all the way down the field on their opening drive. And I thought what was very poignant about the Eagles that night, they got the ball and did the same thing. They went 18 plays, 91 yards with that's like a shutdown inning or an inning where you get scored on in baseball and you come back and answer right back. So they had an answer for the Texans. I thought that was such a huge moment. You know what I mean? Where they said, not only we're going to take it, we're going to run the ball with both a balance of run and pass. and they score a touchdown. It was textbook.
It was important. Look, for me, my worst nightmare was playing out in front of me with that Eagles game, because I had said on the radio before the game, I said, this is a Texans team that before that game, in 4 of their 6 games, they scored at least 20 points. Billy, they didn't win a single one of those games. And my concern with the Texans is that what if they start scoring? How are the Eagles going to respond? And first of all, right, you are right 100%. It was good that they responded offensively.
They responded.
But they also responded defensively in the second half.
Exactly.
Because they outscored them 15-3 in the second half. I thought that was huge that Gannon, and I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Brandon Graham. I don't know if it was Darius Slay. But you could tell somebody got in those guys' faces at halftime and said, we got to stop having missed tackles. We got to stop playing sloppy football. We got to hit our assignments. We got to stop lollygagging out there. We got to go out there and play these guys like they're an NFL team, not a guaranteed win. And the other thing, Billy, is that, for the first half, it wasn't just the defense that was frustrating me. The offense was too, because I counted when I rewatched the game, Billy, 3 or 4 missed assignments by Mailata, 2 missed assignments by Lane Johnson, 1 missed assignment by Dickerson, 2 missed assignment by Sayamalu. And it was like, did these guys wake up on the wrong side of the bed?
No, but you know what? Every NFL team does. If there's anywhere you can have, look, any given day, anything can happen in the NFL, any given Sunday.
And especially on Thursday.
Well, and on Thursday night in a short week. So does that surprise you? I mean, at least they would. To me, that I'm going to turn that negative into a positive. That the fact that they had to make it on a short turnaround in a short week, they did make those mistakes, and they still won the game.
No, you're right. And I just wanted to identify the fact that I'm trying to watch the Phillies game.
Your head was on a swivel.
And Brogdon's got 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. And at the same time, I'm screaming at the TV about missed tackles and missed blocks. I mean, for goodness sake, Jack Stahl needs to be taken out to the stall this weekend because he almost got his quarterback killed. Steven Nelson went unabated.
He also made a couple nice catches, too.
Yeah, but he is there as a number 2 blocking tight end as Jack Stahl.
Right.
You let your quarterback get blasted and he fumbled the ball because you thought that Steven Nelson was a bull and that you're the matador laying the bull.
Josh, let's concentrate on the positive.
I know we got Sharapan coming up next.
One of the positives is CJ Gardner Johnson leads the NFL now with 5 interceptions. It's great. He's playing their secondary. The accusations.
That's your boy Howie Roseman right there.
I was just getting ready. See how Josh. See that intern Andrew. See how Josh and I are on the same page. I was just getting ready to say Howie Roseman, man. All almost everybody. No, I'm going to say everybody that he brought into the nest are contributing in a big way. Bradbury, Gardner, Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis is injured for a week,
Kaiser White. I mean, you name it, they're contributing. All right. First hour of the locker was powered by Surety Title. By the way, we're going to be talking to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. How about the text I sent you guys last night? I said the book has been rubbing off on me. You know why? I took the Eagles and the under I teased it.
I know you didn't just tease it. You bought it up.
I brought it up. Yeah, I bought it up. All right. First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers, sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leaning Levante, the only SUV worthy being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime, MOTML.com. All right, when we return, we'll go out to Las Vegas and talk to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Red October continues on 97.3 ESPN. Listen to the Phillies and Houston Astros in the World Series on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Vasquez running as the 2-2 is swung on and missed.
It's Phillies Astros. Game 6 tonight. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again. You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Red's. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004 using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in. That's Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272 or Red'sJerseyMex.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're speaking another language, like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel.
Babbel.
Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Listen up, South Jersey football fans. Are you interested in solar? Want a free roof? EMT Solar and Roofing has you covered. Visit ESPNsolar.com to see if your home qualifies for a free roof with solar installation. Don't wait, act now. Start saving thousands and virtually extinguish your electric bill. ESPNsolar.com is the place to go for your roofing or solar needs. No commitments, no hidden fees. Go to ESPNsolar.com to see if you qualify.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the Locker Room, broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield, New Jersey.
That Tom McMenamin's a nice guy.
What's that?
That Tom McMenamin's a nice guy.
Tommy McMenamin is the best. And maybe we'll see him at the next live broadcast tomorrow. We're broadcasting live tomorrow at the pool at Harrah's in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. The weather's always great inside that pool, right, Josh?
Oh, it's warm. Listen, how many times do you see me wear pants? None. I'm always wearing shorts.
All right. There's a lot going on, but every Saturday we get a chance to fly out to Las Vegas and talk to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan, live on the Maserati, the main line, sports hotline. There he is. He's got his World Series Phillies cap on. I love the powder blue.
The 1980 hat, to be
1980.
specifically.
So,
1980.
Good morning, Dave.
What's up, fellas? What? It's just the two of you. What's happening
today?
Just the two of us,
like old times.
Wow.
Just the two of us. Just the two of us.
Oh, you can sing too, Billy?
Yeah,
I
you
had
got that?
no idea. The talents are endless, Josh. Great to see you as well.
Good to see you, Dave.
Fellas, we got so much going on.
Dave.
There's so many things happening on the board today. And I can't focus.
Well, I'm going to help you.
I can't see it. We need one thing today. We need a hero today, Billy.
We need a hero. Today. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be Bryce Harper again.
Better be Zach Wheeler.
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess you're right.
That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
Nah, you're right. You're right. I should have said that. You're right.
We need 7 innings. We need a quality start. We need everything he's got. This is the last start of the 2022 season for him. We need a pitching effort that is just a little bit better than Houston's. I mean, Billy, I got it written down. All right. I see you going through the newspaper right now. I wrote some stuff down. For those of you not watching us, look at Billy looking through the paper while we're doing the show. 12 runners stranded the other night. 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. The Phillies.
1 for 20 in the last 2 games.
Come on, Josh. Really?
Yes.
That's it. Can we get a base hit or two with guys on base? Can we hit another home run with someone else on? Please.
By the way, Dave, really quick. So I got to throw something at you because you deal with a lot of people in the MLB network and stuff. So I want to throw this your way because you've been known to have some off-color conversations at times. On the Catch Considerations
or
pod,
the Bostonian versus the book.
So I had not 1, not 2, but 3 different ladies turn to me on Thursday night and basically blame Brandon Marsh not playing well on what they call his greasy hair and looking like he needs to take a shower.
His mangy beard.
I mean, both things can be true, right? I mean, it did. I mean, the man, sometimes I've looked at him and said, man, maybe just jump in the shower after the game.
Or before the game. I don't know.
Maybe just once. But, like, at the same time, if you catch all the balls you're supposed to catch, you get on base when you're supposed to get on base, and you hit the cutoff when you're supposed to hit the cutoff. I don't care about your hair, your beard, or anything like that at all. I mean, I coach the kids sometimes. I have to tell them, look, you stank. You got to get in the shower. You got to get in the shower.
Get it off you.
3, 4, 5 games in a day. And I'm like, listen, don't put this stuff in the bag on the way home. Leave it air out a little bit. It happens. It's November and they're still playing baseball. Obviously, he ain't got a haircut since. So,
how about the dilemma? Hey, Book, how about the dilemma for the Philadelphia fan? Watching 2 big games on Thursday night.
Billy.
Eagles game down in Houston. Your eyeball, what were you doing? I mean, you're out in Vegas.
Listen, now you got me caught up in the thread with you and Josh and the boys. You should have been watching a baseball game. You're texting me about the Eagles and a teaser and all this other stuff.
How about that? I won. I won $100.
He did win that bet. We got to give him credit.
Come on, Book. You're rubbing off on me, man. I'm giving you credit.
It only took 5 years.
I know Billy 5 years, but if it feels like 10. That's okay. That's all right.
You've only known me for 2.
I know, but it feels like 10. And wait till we get together. I don't know. A weekend with the Schweim, I don't even know if I'm going to make it.
Nothing could be finer.
You might not make it back to Vegas.
That's what I'm saying.
Or Billy might not make it out of the weekend. This is Dave Sharapan. I mean, come on.
Come on. I mean, I got the energy. I'll have the energy.
Dave, I got
Oh, you got the energy.
Dave, I got a treat for you, too, in this segment. I've got a treat for you.
Should we give it to him now?
Yeah. All right, I got to do that. Let me set this up. So my daughter says to me, Daddy, all this whole area is a buzz. She's wearing Phillies gear at school. She goes to a Catholic school. They let her wear a dress down. So all the kids are, they're wearing all Philly stuff at school, right? She says, Daddy, I've been to a few Flyers games. I've been to a lot of Phillies games. I've been to 1 Eagles games. I've never been to a Sixers game.
Oh.
And I said, well, honey, I'll take you. Uncle Bill Armstrong has tickets. So he just out of the blue, he calls me up. He says, hey, you want to go to the game Wednesday? I said, no, you nuts. I want to watch the Phillies. He goes, no, the game's at 6 o'clock. I said 6
They
o'clock.
moved the game time back, Dave, by 90 minutes.
So that the Sixers crowd could get in, go to the game, and get out of there. So I took the doopy-doo to the game. After the game, now Embiid did not play.
Of course.
Now, keep in mind, she's
non-COVID illness. Apparently, he's been throwing up all week.
She's 7 years old, and she just knows that I just told her, she says, "Where's Embiid?" She knocked me out off my socks.
Oh.
And I said to her after the game on the way home, I asked her this.
Eliza Grace, who is your favorite 76er?
Joel Embiid.
I love it. I tell you all the time. I tweet it all the time. You got to listen to the kids. These kids tell you everything. All you got to do is listen to one of my greatest joys in
tears
life.
right now.
It's being a dad. It's the best. Mine is 8, and she's so smart. My older ones are 19 and 17, and they're too smart right now. We're going through. Billy, enjoy it now, because you're going to be in 10 years, you're going to be older, and you're going to be calling me going, Dave, what do I do now? Billy, I can't help you. I can't help you. These teenage years. But that's tremendous. Did you play her the song, Billy? Did she get to hear the song?
Yeah, she got it all. She got the whole experience.
Oh, trust me, Billy doesn't cut corners with this stuff.
No, she got 70s. Oh, no, she got it all.
Billy's going to go broke taking his daughter to do
here's
things.
another thing. Two book. Ready for this? At the Sixers game, they shoot shirts into the stands with these big guns. They shoot these shirts. Well, one shirt.
Shirt cannons.
We were sitting in the 6th row behind the Washington Wizards bench. So
Wizards.
I'm sorry, the Washington Wizards bench.
Wizards.
So we're 6 rows behind the Wizards bench, so they're not really aiming at us. But one shirt came near us. I said it landed in the aisle. I said, "Go get it." She just missed it. But every time they went that defense, defense, and she's screaming her head off. One of the Sixers.
Oh, she's just like her dad then.
Yeah,
okay,
one of the Sixers workers. I mean, the whole game she's screaming defense. She knows that the Sixers got to play defense.
Everybody knows.
And this lady saw her. She came up and gave her a shirt because she was the best fan in the place.
Billy, see, this is how it starts. This is exactly what's supposed to happen, okay? My house has become Philadelphia West. The little one loves the song. She wants to wear the Philly stuff. The other day, she said, you put the Houston stuff on, I'll put the Philly stuff on, and you can tweet that for the picture because the Phillies are going to win.
Yeah, Dad, tweet that.
We're all in. We're all in with the whole thing. But taking the kids to the games, listen, it's some of the greatest joys that I've had in my life was going to the games with my dad and my brothers when I was young. And I try to take, I've tried to share that with my daughters. Listen, my daughters went to like 20 minor league baseball games. The Las Vegas Aviators ballpark's 15 minutes from my house. They went themselves, Billy, 20 times to the ballpark to just go watch games.
Yeah.
So it's still about the games. I mean, we talk about the bets and all this other stuff.
Speaking of the games, can we talk about the games?
Yeah, well, I want to say to you, let's go. So Wheeler has thrown 183 in the third innings, including the postseason this year. He threw 213 innings last year.
Yeah.
Through the 4 games, his velocity was up over 90. He was throwing pitches 97 and above.
Right.
But now all of a sudden, we're hearing that he's got this dead arm. So, he's on the hill tonight. What are we going to get? What are we going to get, Book?
I think, listen, if Wheeler gives the Phillies the outing that they need, the Phillies can win this game. And then if they win this game, they can win the World Series. It's not dead yet. They're not done. For 2 days, 48 hours, all I've heard is, oh, that win's going to be so hard to overcome. Oh, what a play at the end of the ninth to finish them. That ball was headed for the gap. It was going to hit off the wall. He was going to get scored. They were going to tie it. It's done. It's done.
Move on.
And the Phillies are a great team. Like Ash Schwarber, if he even remembers the game, he will say no. I'm in Houston now. So I think, listen, I had over in game 3, over in game 4, over in game 5. Wrong. Okay? So many opportunities, they don't knock them in. Tonight, I think we get some runs scored finally. They got to find a way to score 4. If Philly score 4, win, we got a game tomorrow. If not, we got to hear about Mattress Mac and all that money and all that other Houston stuff for.
Well, if there's one team that can lose it, the Astros have blown 3-2 game leads 2 years in a row.
That's what I mean. It's not out of the realm of possibility. The odds on some of the books right now, you could take the Phillies to win a World Series at like plus 450.
Wow.
I mean, that's better than what the 2-game parlay pays, I think, because the odds are going to be tight again tomorrow.
All right, big game in college football today.
If
Tennessee.
you say Air Force Army, I'm hanging up.
Now, Carlin's not here today. Don't worry about it. Come on, man. Georgia, Tennessee, brother.
It's a game of the day. It's a game of the year. It's a game of the week, game of the year.
Yeah.
Two undefeated SEC teams that are in close proximity of one another.
Tennessee's number 1.
Tennessee's won, going to Georgia, and they're 9-point dogs. It makes no sense. All right. Tennessee was at this number at home against Bama and won a crazy game. A lot of very smart people think that Georgia's going to run them out of the building. I don't know what to think of this game, Billy. Honestly, I if I'm picking this game, which I'm going to probably bet this game in game because I think there may be 100 points scored in the game. It's going to be close. A lot of back and forth.
Wow.
Georgia's one of the best defenders, too. Don't forget about that.
Yeah. I think Tennessee can cover. If I had to pick the game, I would pick Tennessee. And that would put me in the majority. All the rhombuses, all the parallelograms, everybody, the public, the Joes, the pros, everybody's got Tennessee. The books, one of the biggest needs I've heard is we need Georgia today. Well, you needed Alabama a couple weeks ago and you didn't get enough money and you lost. The books can lose too. They'll be fine.
We're talking to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. Bostonian versus the book, cash considerations, and MLB Network. Don't forget that. You're everywhere. Plus, every Saturday with us here in the locker room.
Absolutely.
Let me rapid fire some games for Dave.
Get him, Josh.
We spent so much time talking about people's daughters. I don't have any kids, so let's talk about the games.
See how we are, Dave.
Sorry.
Dave, Tennessee.
Yeah.
We talked about them, but the team they played last week was Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky at certain books, they're a +1. Other books, they're a -1.5 at Missouri.
What am I missing here, Josh? It's Kentucky or nothing. No?
That's what I thought. But why does one book have 1.5 favorite? Another book's got a 1 underdog.
It's just waiting for the bet. I mean, that's all. That's a one bet move, a limit play. But I like Kentucky.
Bad guys go. Where the bad guys go?
They're on Kentucky. They're on Kentucky.
Real quick, how about the Alabama LSU? You got number 6 Alabama at number 15.
That's an SEC West eliminator right there.
Yeah, what do you
basically
think about that?
Yes.
Can LSU surprise people? Can they shock the world?
Guys I talked to all week think that they can actually win this game. I guess. I mean, LSU at home at night. We've heard all about this. Blah 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 blah. Alabama's still one of the best teams in the country. I don't know if LSU is going to score enough points to win, but they could score enough points to cover. May have overshot the mark here. But again, another public dog. Sometimes those public dogs don't go so well. At home, I like them, though.
Dave, I was talking with Gino Toretta this week, and he thinks TCU is not getting enough respect right now. And they are right now versus Texas Tech. I see 7.5 and 8. Yep. Are we riding TCU here?
I think so. Yeah, I think this would be a favorite that I would play. Only because Texas Tech, good at home, play on the road, play against. And TCU got really lucky last week covering that game against West Virginia. Really, really lucky. If you had TCU, we're living right. But I think you go back to the well one more time and take them minus the points.
All right, Dave Sharapan, as always, we enjoy. It's like wrap it up.
Signals. Let's go.
Billy and I have a hand signal situation. Yeah.
Listen, it's like you guys are first and third base coaches doing this, doing that. I see what you're doing. I mean, people should be watching this, not just listening.
That's right. We're on my YouTube channel every Saturday and Sunday.
Billy, you have a YouTube channel?
The Locker Room with Billy Schweim.
That's why this video is here.
Come on, man. That's how people get to see a sports book.
This is incredible. This is breaking news. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel too.
Yes. Come on, man. It's modern technology.
Billy's just lousy at promoting everything.
Billy, we got to get better at promoting. But thanks again for having me. Good seeing you. I hope we're texting later about the Phillies winning, not losing.
There you go.
It's not like the Sixers are winning. The Flyers keep winning. I can't believe how good
Flyers are better than the Sixers right now.
Unbelievable.
Where are they in Ottawa tonight? Where are the Flyers?
Man, oh man, just keep
I
betting
think
the Flyers.
they're in Ottawa.
Flyers are.
They were Toronto the other night.
Ottawa tonight.
Yeah,
Hear the game
Ottawa.
on our sister station, Rock 104.1.
Dave, we got to run, brother. But
See you, boys.
we love you, right?
Absolutely.
We love the
you back.
book.
Absolutely. Talk to you
There
soon.
he is. Dave Sharapan, the Sportsbook Consigliere, live on the Maserati Mainline Sports Hotline. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers, sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process. From contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine. That's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. Of course, Thursday night they had their unmasking party in Philly. I wasn't able to make it, but I heard it was a great success. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
You haven't downloaded the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app? Well, go get it now to follow all the Philly sports teams at 97.3ESPN.com. Powered by First Bank of Sea Isle City.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Pintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Can you get me approved with 0% financing? Okay, well, what's my trade worth? You know what? I'm going to Matt Blatt Kia, where I can get some straight talk.
We're talking real turkey. Have a job clearing $350 per week at Matt Blatt Kia. You're virtually approved, even with zero down and 0% APR financing for 36 months. So bring us any trade, no matter if it's roasted or overdone. Just because you don't see your new Kia on the lot today does not mean you can't be driving it home tomorrow with peace of mind. Matt Blatt Kia's exclusive 4-day love it or leave it return policy. Why pay more when you can pay 0% with zero down?
It's gotta be a Matt Blatt Kia.
Rate qualifications exist with approved credit. $27.78 per thousand financed on in-stock 2023 Sorento Hybrid. Not all will qualify. Go to mattblattkianj.com for complete details or call 888-505-6670. Price includes all costs to be paid by consumer except for licensing, registration, and taxes. Expires 11/30/22. Matt Blatt Kia, 6211 Black Horse Pike, Egg Harbor Township, and now on Route 37 in Tom's River.
Why wait to save? Dell's Black Friday event arrives early with select deals on top tech to power any passion. The savings start now on the latest XPS and Alienware PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget, special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, including free shipping on everything. Just call 877-ASK-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Anticipation is building. The holidays are just around the corner, and at the Home Depot, we can't wait. With Black Friday savings all through November, you can count down to Christmas early with a Santa Countdown Inflatable Special Buy, only $69.98. Or anticipate when friends and family come to visit with an entrance full of LED lights that will welcome them and the holidays with open arms. Get the holiday magic started early. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
It's flu season, and it's a bad one. Atlanticare says protect yourself and others by making sure you and children 6 months and older get the flu vaccine. Wash hands often. Cover your coughs and sneezes. Stay home if you're sick. Wear a mask in your home if family members are sick.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
We're back in the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Hey, we're giving away 10 pairs of tickets. We're going to be broadcasting live at the pool for the NFL Sunday Splash, which has been a great success, been a lot of fun. 609-403-0973 for a pair of tickets to the NFL Sunday Splash at Harrah's in Atlantic City. 609-403-0973 is the text board. We're asking, which is your favorite Phillies World Series team?
Yeah, don't be like Dan and EHT and says I can't choose a favorite team. They're all special in their own way. After Dan and EHT. Now, we need you to give us your name like Dan and EHT did. Tell us which team you like and why, and you are entered to win a pair of VIP passes to the pool at Harrah's for the NFL Splash tomorrow. Bring your swing trunks, bring your appetite, and watch some football.
609-403-0973 is the text board number. Keep them coming. Phillies, Eagles. We got the Flyers tonight as well.
We got the Flyers on Rock 104.1, our sister station. The Phillies tonight on 97.3 ESPN FM.
Of course, we got a whole slate of college football. Big day, big weekend in sports. We got it all covered for you. At the bottom of the next hour, Tommy Greene. We'll go on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. So stick around for that. We got it all covered. It's The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
Red October continues on 97.3 ESPN. Listen to the Phillies and Houston Astros in the World Series on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Vasquez running as the 2-2 is swung on and missed.
It's Phillies Astros. Game 6 tonight. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Looking for the best place to hang out during Philly fever? Look no further. Maynard's Cafe in Margate is the place to be. Drink and food specials on football Sundays. Surround sound for every Phils and Birds game. Try our legendary crab cakes for one of our famous sandwiches. Visit for lunch or dinner and stay for the fun-filled nightlife. DJs Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and live music every Friday and Saturday. There's always something exciting going on at Maynard's. Visit Maynard's today, your one-stop destination for fun in Margate.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Castrol Edge can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP extended life oil filter for only $38.99. Get everything you need for better fuel efficiency at any of our 6,200 stores or on AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Why wait to save? Dell's Black Friday event arrives early with select deals on top tech to power any passion. The savings start now on the latest XPS and Alienware PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget, special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, including free shipping on everything. Just call 877-ASK-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Steve is intrigued by the paranormal.
Otherworldly spirits really make a house a home, you know?
Janice has different taste.
I'd like my house to not be haunted.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle home and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Steve and Janice found a renovated Victorian that's only haunted from 9 to 5.
Okay, wife's home. I gotta bounce.
Bye, Steve.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
What if you could buy stock in pro athletes, like buying stock in companies, and make money doing it? That's Mojo. Founded by team owners and pro athletes like Alex Rodriguez, Mojo is the sports stock market where you can invest in any player on any team. Listen, if you like fantasy sports, you'll love Mojo. Say you bought Tom Brady stock when he was a rookie. You'd be up like over 4,000%. Kind of makes your stock portfolio look sick, right? Got an eye for rookies like Garrett Wilson or comeback candidates like Saquon Barkley. But their stock now, buy their stock now, why it's low. Sell high later and cash out. Cash in on your passion and download the Mojo app now. Visit the App Store and get your first player stock free. That's worth up to $10,000. And yes, it's free. Must be 21 or older in New Jersey to trade at Mojo. Have a gambling problem? Get help at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Sports is what we do.
Segura from a knee throws him out.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station, serving all of South Jersey.
Set, red 83.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
All right, we're back here in the Toms River Volkswagen Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. It's the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app. Josh, man, this is a great time to be a Phillies sports fan.
It is.
It's also a great time to get involved in a nice charity because the holidays are coming up.
Yes,
and
they are.
In the locker room and Tara's Happy Boxes and Purses, we've hooked up with them to collaborate, and Tara does great work for kids in need, children that are stricken with illness, and underprivileged youth. Tara's Happy Boxes, you can get in touch with her at tarashappyboxes@gmail.com if you want to donate to a great cause, or find them on Facebook at Tara's Happy Boxes and Purses. Now, Tara does a great job. She gets old cigar boxes, Josh, and she turns them into like a purse, like a box, and they fill them with all kind of little trinket things for kids. And she showed me the smile on the faces. She showed up at one of the, I forget what hospital it was, and donated several boxes to the children. You should see the look on their faces, Josh. It's incredible, and she does a great job doing this. So we want to gain support for her. Tara's Happy Boxes. Go to Tara's Happy Boxes at gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Tara's Happy Boxes and Purses, a great cause, a great charity. We want to thank Tara and Jimmy Scioli for getting us involved in that. Now, the Eagles played on Thursday night.
Yes, they did.
Big win, the first time in franchise history that this team is 8-0. Would you like when we were doing predictions in the beginning of this season, Josh? Now, I know they have an easy schedule, but in your wildest
That's subjective.
I know. Well, it is, but did you ever think that they'd be 8-0?
No.
Like Nick Sirianni, does he get enough credit?
Listen, I was telling people before the year that you got to hit the over on the wins because the Eagles win total.
Well, I think you picked them at 10-7.
Yeah, I had them going 10 or 11 wins this
Matter of
year.
fact, the only person of all the people that we asked, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast, Mark Grimes, Joe Lenigan, Tom Jackson, out of everybody that we asked, and they're our advertisers, and we love them. Michael Pileggi, Tommy McMenamin, out of all those guys we asked, Joe Lenigan was the only one. And, we always say he's the ultimate internal optimist.
He is.
He had him going 13-4.
Yeah. Looks like
Well,
Lenigan.
guess what? He's looking like a genius
He's looking like a genius right now. And listen, it's not that we didn't think the Eagles were a good team. It was the fact that we looked at the schedule and said there were preseason wise, we thought there were some tough matchups. Well, some of those tough matchups are no more. The first time you saw the Cowboys, you had got Cooper Rush. So that's one check mark.
Right.
The Vikings are the second best team in the NFC record-wise right now. You beat up on them, right? The Colts, no Matt Ryan. It's going to be Sam Ellinger when you face them in a couple of weeks. No Carson Wentz with Washington. It's going to be Taylor Heineke. So you're going on a list right now, and you're like, wait a minute. We're running out of teams that are threats to me, Billy. I don't know how you feel, and the listeners could chime in at 609-403-0973 on the text board. I think there's only 3 games the rest of the year that they can lose.
Giants twice, Cowboys. I got 4.
You got 4. Okay. I got 3.
Giants. Well, and only the reason the fourth team is included is because of Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to throw them in. Not that I'm really worried about the pack.
Well,
but
name your 4.
Giants twice, Cowboys, and Packers. That's
okay.
It.
So here's
I'm not really deep down inside. I'm not really worried about Green Bay because they're not.
I am, and here's why. Because they're on my list. How many times, and Billy, you know this as well as I do, because you've watched football for a long time. You remember Dan Marino in the 90s?
Yeah.
How bad those Dolphin teams were, right?
Yeah.
98. The Denver Broncos were going for an undefeated season. Remember?
Yeah.
They finished 14-2.
Yes, I do.
You remember who they lost to? Dan Marino and the Dolphins. And Dan Marino threw for almost 400 yards.
That's why I have
4
Green Bay, because
touchdowns.
they have Aaron Rodgers. Given. That's a given. I understand that.
That's why I'm saying, like, people don't understand. I keep trying to explain to people. You have to take Rodgers seriously, because that dude could just one day wake up with the right medical mixture of herbals in his tea and decide that today is the day I'm going to play like the legend that I am.
By the way, we're giving away 10 pairs of tickets to the pool tomorrow. We'll be broadcasting live at the pool at Harrah's in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. You got to come down. This is a lot of fun. They got over 30 TVs.
And there's some interesting games to watch tomorrow.
Yes, there are. And there's got the full buffet tailgate for the pregame and halftime for the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games. So you're eating the whole time. They've got, you can get a cabana. You can watch all the games swimming in the pool. It's always 85 degrees down there. It's beautiful. The place, come on down. We're giving 10 pairs of tickets at 609-403-0973. We want you to tell us which is your favorite Phillies World Series team, whether it's the 1980, 83 team, the 93 team, the 2008, 2009, or this team right here, 609-403-0973.
But back to the Eagles really quick. I agree with you also on the Giants and the Cowboys. I don't know if the Eagles are in trouble in both Giant games.
No, they're not.
But I think they're in trouble for at least the first one.
But you said, which games am I worried about?
Yeah.
And so it's always a concern anytime, the Giants are 5-2, and although they lost
6-2.
6-2, although they lost to Seattle last
week. A lot of people lose
to
Seattle.
I know.
I feel like the Eagles, every time they go to Seattle, they lose.
Right. My point being is, Josh, this team is on a roll, and they keep getting better. Like, I brought up that drive that they went, 18 plays, I think it was, for 91 yards. To me, that was so impressive. I don't know why, I see little things like that was really impressive to me. They had the ball run down their throat and they counterpunched. And I think that when a team can, like when the Phillies, if they get scored upon, if they can come back in that bottom of the inning or the next inning and put up a number, score one run, you take the momentum away. That's a momentum shift. And I think, hey, look, you have AJ Brown became the third Eagle since 1970 merger to record 700 plus yards, 6 TDs through 8 games, Josh. What a pickup by Howie Roseman.
And you could argue that this might be the best Eagles wide receiver core of the last 30 years. Because you think about it, when the Eagles got T.O. in 2004,
they had Pinkston.
They had Pinkston, and they had Freddie Mitchell.
Stinkston.
You know, they had FedEx Fred out there. No offense to those guys, but Devonta Smith, a Heisman Trophy winner. A.J. Brown is a top 10 receiver in this league. Quez Watkins is probably at number 1 on other teams.
How about when they had Fred Barnett and Calvin Williams? Or Calvin, was it? Yeah, Calvin Williams, I think it was. Fred Barnett and Calvin.
The fact that you're struggling to remember the guy's name.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, look, usually when the Eagles, there was that 2-3 year window where Quick and Carmichael were together, but Carmichael's near the end of his career.
He was at the end of his career.
And Quick is near the beginning. So it was kind of like a barely an overlap. When Irving Fire was here in the 90s, it was literally just him.
But these guys are 8-0, and they're dominating. I mean, it's like, it's almost like it looks too easy, which is kind of scary, Josh.
Well, maybe it's because they're that good. Maybe as you said at the beginning of the segment, Billy, that, we all thought this was a 10, 11 win team, and obviously they're going to be better than that. So maybe we underestimated, the offensive line, or Nick Sirianni, or Jalen Hurts, or Howie Roseman, or whoever it was. And listen, I'll admit it, I had a lot of questions about Gannon coming into this year.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people had a lot of questions about Sirianni in year 2. Well, it feels like that a lot of those concerns have been dissuaded.
So let me ask you this question then, Josh.
By the way, Text says Terrence Small and Charles Johnson were terrible too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I will never forget. Can I even tell you real quick? The Charles Johnson, remember when they signed him in the late 90s? And it was like, oh, this guy was the Steelers. We got a Steeler. And it was like, then you figured out why the Steelers let him go.
I don't think Nick Sirianni's getting his due. I mean, we all kind of thought he was a little hokey with this competition stuff and the flower analogy, watering the flower and everything.
Calling everybody dogs.
Guess what? Not only has he watered the flower, he's been putting it in the sunlight. He's been giving it fertilizer, right?
Yeah.
He's picking the weeds out away from it. He's got a little fence around the flower. That flower's growing, baby, and the colors are beautiful.
He obviously knows something.
Did you like that setup?
That was a very good setup by you. And by the way, really quick before we hit the break, Billy, there was a lot of criticism of the owner, Jeffrey Lurie, when he fired Doug Peterson.
You got the game ball too, by the way, on Thursday.
Doug Peterson, the only man to ever lead this organization to a Super Bowl. Jeffrey Lurie let him go and brought in Sirianni. That was a bold gamble. And as of right now, on November 5th, 2022.
Oh, he had Andy Reid brought him to a Super Bowl.
No, but he didn't win.
Oh, I think he said went to a Super Bowl.
Only man to win.
Right.
Jeffrey Lurie, for as much as we criticized him in the firing of Doug Peterson, I think on August 5th, 2022, we got to give the owner credit too, because he told Howie Roseman to step aside. I'm making this coaching change, and everybody better get on board or get out.
So a few years back, he said the Eagles are the gold standard, are they?
He did.
Are they?
I don't know if they're the gold standard,
right?
But they're getting a gold star from me.
And when you get one from Josh, that means a lot. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Which Phillies team is your favorite Phillies World Series team? 609-403-0973 for a chance to win a pair of free tickets to the pool at Harrah's as we broadcast live on Sunday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon for the NFL Sunday Splash. I want to remind people the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. They've got lots of new renovations, a new outdoor patio overlooking the first tee with fire pits. They have a new sound system. They've got the pro shop. It's a new pro shop with new apparel lines from Fairway and Green Stitch, Johnny O and Doc Murphy. If you want to book a wedding, it's a picturesque place to have a wedding. They have an award-winning culinary banquet staff. They customize your menus, and they seat up to 275 people. So book now for a 2023 wedding. Go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, when you get down there, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston. Hey, listen, the locker room at Blitz's Market would discount your Eagles game day meal during the Eagles season. Get a game day meal at turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the locker room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983 and tell them Billy sent you the locker room. Dave and Joe Newman, great people, big sports fans down there at Blitz's Markets. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
The best way to wake up is with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Weekday mornings at 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used, and amazing. I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Robots. They keep our house clean. They deliver our packages. But did you know they can even assist in surgery? Atlanticare's minimally invasive robotic surgery program isn't futuristic. Our surgeons are using the most advanced technology to improve patients' lives today. And they perform more robotic procedures than anyone else in southeastern New Jersey. See how we're getting patients back to life faster with less pain and smaller scars. Visit atlanticare.org/robotics.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Where's my music there, Josh? What happened there?
You know, YouTube and I don't get along very well. Sometimes these ads pop up for these businesses that don't need to be on the radio.
It's the Locker Room.
So,
with Billy
you know.
Schweim. There we go, man. If I don't have like a day without sunshine.
Speaking of sunshine, it's a beautiful weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a great
here
weekend.
in South Jersey.
And people at the Jersey coast are out and about, man.
I was seeing people yesterday, they're at the beach yesterday, and I'm like, I'm at work.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Which is your favorite Phillies team? Now, my listening audience, some people might not even remember that 80 and 83 team.
Yeah, I think there's some people that maybe, if they were alive then, maybe they were too. Like I was seeing the comment yesterday, Billy, and you can tell me how you feel about this. I don't know how much you appreciate, like, sports and the moments until you're, like, high school and older. Like, if you're, like, younger than high school, like you remember it, but maybe you don't identify with it as much.
You got a point there. You remember it, you love it, you're into it, but you don't appreciate it until a few years later.
Right. Like
Josh, how many people have called in, especially when the Eagles won in 2017?
Right.
Talking about a relative or a family member that had passed away, and it brought people to tears. I mean, it was very emotional.
Yeah.
You get that from winning. When our teams win, people remember where they were, who how much time they spent watching, how much money they invested, or not money invested, time invested,
and money.
I
mean, that parking's pretty expensive.
Well, I got to tell you what, my senior year was 1980. I keep saying this over and over again. All four sports teams, the Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles, all made it to their respective championships. The Phillies were the only one to win it that year, and they beat the Kansas City Royals. While I love that team because I was in high school, I love that team. Don't get me wrong. I love that team. It was different. That 93 team, even though they lost, I love that team the most. That 93 team. And I think this 2022 team is a little similar because we didn't expect them to be where they are, which makes it more sweeter. That you see when Harper or Hoskins hits a home run, or even Bohm, the euphoria in the stands is second to none. And why? Because you didn't expect it. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. And, for example, I love the 93 team. But the problem was that, I was 10, 11 years old at that point.
Yeah, that's too young to really.
So it's I remember, I can tell you every guy on the team. I can tell you all the moments. But for me, my favorite was actually 2009.
Okay.
Because
even though they lost that year.
Even though they lost, which is ironic, right? But for me, I love the thrill of them going for it again. I loved when they got Cliff Lee. I love when Pedro came in and pitched those 6 starts. And I remember sitting at it's not there anymore, so I can mention them. Remember Game On?
Yeah.
I remember being there for Game 2, and I'm one of the only Philly fans there at the bar.
Is that right?
Surrounded by Yankee. There were Philly fans behind the bar working, but there were a ton of Yankee fans there. I remember going back and forth with the Yankee fans, and it was just an amazing experience to watch the Phillies try to go for it again. And, that team had, Ibanez came in for Burrell. It was Jason Worth's probably best year. And Utley.
Should have won that year.
They should have won that year.
Actually, the year they should have won was 2011. When they lost the Cardinals. That was the biggest disappointment.
That was definitely the biggest disappointment. Yeah.
Well, it was a big disappointment, but look, the 1980 team, Bob Boone, Larry Boa, Mike Schmidt, Pete Rose. I mean, the list goes on and on. That team with Greg Lazinski.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Pete Rose because people forget that Phillies team was knocking on the door,
and they needed
for a few years, and they needed a guy to put them over, and Pete Rose was that guy.
But that team was, look, Tug McGraw, Steve Carlton, but for some reason, that 93 team was just, it was unbelievable. I equate this team to that team with Josh, you've seen. We're all on social media.
Yeah.
On Twitter and
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat.
So a guy that was in the stands in right field had posted where he put his camera on and zoomed in on Bryce Harper and just happened to be filming away and you could hear the crack of the ball off the bat. See, he had the ball focused as it was coming in the ring. And then it landed 3 feet away from him. And all you see is pandemonium, hands, popcorn, you name it, just flying. And the sound, the reverberation in the phone was incredible. And that's what this team does to you. It's feast or famine. I get it. They score a bunch of runs and then it's frustrating. They let you down. You got all these 17 strikeouts, 2 for 36 for the top 5 guys. But when they're firing all cylinders, there's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it. And it's just a very unique situation because of the fact that, like you said, they weren't particularly expected to be here.
Right.
And now they're here. You want them to finish the job, but there's a part of you in the back of your mind that keeps saying to you, But remember, this was not supposed to be the year.
So let me turn my attention to this because I thought this was kind of funny. The news media, mainly the TV news media, made a lot about they always talk about the guys are loose. And they made so much about Alvarado riding his bicycle, around the ballpark. I thought that was trivial. I mean, does that, or the way they act, sometimes that can work in reverse. Maybe they do these things to appear to be loose when in fact they're actually tight.
It's a blessing and a curse because on one hand, you want the guy to be focused and ready for the game, right?
Right.
But on the flip side, you don't want him to be too tight.
Right. You don't have to be staring at your locker and rocking back and forth in the chair
how many
Leo
times,
Mazzoni.
How many times have you heard, guys like Ken Dunnick and Ron Jaworski talk about how uptight Dick Vermeil had them that week of the Super Bowl, and that's a big part of the reason why they felt like they lost. So, you don't want the players to be so, white-knuckling it all the way to the end, but you don't want them to be so loose. Now, of course, I'm the same guy who also said yesterday on my show on Game Night, Billy, that I felt like what the Phillies needed to do is when they got to Houston, don't go to the ballpark, don't get a workout in, Go for a walk in nature, go play some video games, go to a winery, do something that's not baseball related. Because I'm almost wondering if they need to just unplug for 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I just think that this team, I'm not convinced that they're going to, I still think they have a shot tonight. And
they definitely have a shot. But I think that there's two concerns. And you brought up one of them earlier, and we'll ask Tommy Greene about it on the other side. One of the big concerns is Wheeler.
Right.
We kept being told, hey, give Wheeler that extra day. He needs an extra day. His velo is down. He had the right forearm strain. And, I wish we had a baseball right now, but,
what, are you going to get technical on us?
Well, I was because, I was watching Al Leiter on Baseball MLB Network explain this. He was explaining that the reason why he thinks that Wheeler needed more time off was because when you're gripping a fastball, as anyone who's played baseball knows, that grip is harder than your changeup, right? The changeup is a looser grip of a fastball. And a four-seam fastball, if you start losing your grip, well, where does the grip come from? If you make a fist right now, if you're not driving right now, I want you to crash into somebody in front of you. But if you make a fist right now as hard as you can, and you feel your forearm is tight and solid, right?
It's like when you're rowing a lifeguard boat.
So as you let go of that grip a little bit, your forearm gets looser. Well, what if your forearm is fatigued and you lose the grip on the ball? And that's what's happening to the Wheeler. Wheeler, because he's got this forearm issue that I don't think he's fully recovered from because, a lot of times fatigued muscles take more than a month to recover.
Well, listen, Josh, Caleb Gotham is conceded that they're just going to see what they can get out of Wheeler tonight. So which indicates to me that they've been really tight-lipped. I think he's probably worse off than they're letting on.
Well, let's ask Tommy Greene on the other side because Tommy was a pitcher. He knows what it's like to pitch in the big game.
Yeah, he sure does. And he threw a no-hitter himself, so he should know. All right, the second hour, before I do that, 609-403-0973 is the text where we're giving away 10 pairs of tickets for tomorrow's NFL Sunday Splash. At Harrah, you got to tell us which is your favorite World Series team. 609-403-0973. Put your name and your email address. 609-403-0973. The second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on that 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining experience, lively atmosphere in the pub. They are now social memberships are now available starting at $25 a month. Of course, they do weddings. It's a great place to have a wedding. They've got an award-winning culinary and banquet staff. They customize your menus. They seat up to 275 people, so book now for a 2023 wedding. Go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Somers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. When you get down there, say hello to Radio, Ron Ralston, Ryan Owen, Kevin Kelly, and the rest of the gang. All right, friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line that's located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations. Invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli mid-size sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy being called a Maserati. Maserati, the mainline, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi today at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Tommy Greene. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This week on Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
4th down and 1. Allen wants to throw across his body. It's caught. Stephon Diggs for the touchdown.
It's a critical showdown in the AFC East when Josh Allen leads the Buffalo Bills into MetLife Stadium to face Zach Wilson and the New York Jets.
Every quarterback has their days, but he's our quarterback because we think he's going to get better and he's going to continue to prove why he's the number 2 pick.
It's NFL Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins at noon.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
You want the best Mexican food in South Jersey? Go to Red's Jersey Mex.
Hey, this is Red's. Come visit us at 11th and Haven in Ocean City, New Jersey, where we have been cooking up the best Mexican food, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, enchiladas, Jersey fresh salads, and so much more since 2004 using only the finest ingredients available.
That's right. Go to Red's Jersey Mex. Call for takeout at 609-399-2272 or dine in. That's Red's Jersey Mex, 11th and Haven in Ocean City, 609-399-2272 or RedsJerseyMex.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Red's Jersey Mex Cafe.
At my age, I never dreamed I'd be dealing with opioid addiction.
I was pregnant and I couldn't stop.
Getting sidelined by an injury was bad, but the cravings were way worse.
Then I heard about 844-REACH-NJ.
They connected me to treatment and I had a healthy baby.
844-REACH-NJ was the call that made the difference.
Thank goodness I made the call.
So glad I made the call for both of us.
REACH-NJ. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, call 844-REACH-NJ from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
For all your printing needs this holiday, Staples has you covered.
I need custom printed holiday cards for my one-of-a-kind business.
Staples has you covered.
It's beginning to look a lot like I need custom party invites. Fast.
I need cards for everyone who gave me a hand this year without spending an arm and a leg.
Staples has you covered with personalized holiday cards and invites. And now save 40% on custom holiday cards and invitations. For everything you need printed, go to Staples, the working and learning store. In-store and online, ends 12/17. Exclusions and restrictions apply.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. The Locker Room, Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, 97.3 ESPN. It's been a great season of Phillies baseball. We every Sunday throughout the season, we went on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. Call 609-788-4661 or just visit gsfitness.com for your free assessment. And it's been a long season. It's been a fun ride. So let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in former Phillies pitcher. He threw a no-hitter himself, Tommy Greene. Good morning, Tina Greene.
How you doing, pal?
Well, I'll tell you what, Tommy, what a long ride we've been on. I mean, we started this back in April, and we've continued the whole season. Who would have thunk that we'd be talking as the Phillies prepare for Game 6 of the World Series?
How about that? Huh? We've talked about stuff all year, and it's been one of those big time East Coast roller coaster rides. It's all year. It's been up and down and around, and flipped you over a couple times, and then it's all about the last push at the end, to get you where you want to be. You get going down the hill like you want, and things start happening, and we get a chance to do some great things. And tonight's one of those nights. They got a chance to do some great things and be right there, man.
Tommy, before we get into the pitching matchup, Josh and I were talking about this team and how people appreciate getting. It seems like this fan base is getting a lot of recognition for being the great fans that they are. But I think the euphoria comes from not expecting to be here. It's like a bonus. You're playing with house money. And I think when you're hit, the only way you're scoring is either like big innings with home runs and stuff. That euphoric feeling is propelled us, help push this team. Will it be enough? Obviously, they're on the road in Houston, but will this team be resilient enough? Can they get off the schneid? The last two games, they haven't been able to hit. They've like 2 for 36 with their top 5 batters. I mean, can they turn it around against Valdez tonight?
Well, you look at it, they are big league ball players, and when you face good pitching, sometimes, man, it can put you down in a hole a little bit. But it's all about if anything can happen, it can happen, like tonight, because they are due. Those guys are due to put some positive things and put some good swings on some balls and make some things happen. So that's all you want to do is cutting down on the strikeouts and putting the ball in play good. All you can hope to do as a hitter is to hit it, is just square it up and hit it hard. And the rest of it's going to fall. Put a good swing on it and hit it hard, and whatever's going to happen after that is going to happen. Either you got the defensive right or what. But I was looking at, before we come on air, just the numbers and, just for the World Series, because some guys have had some pretty good postseason numbers, but overall, you get in the World Series, Alec Baum is the only guy hitting above 270, and we got 2 guys at 250, and the rest of the guys are basically in the 100, 150, so we haven't had a lot of consistent production. We've had swings of the bat, and it happened to be in one game, really in particular, that made a difference, to put some runs on the board. Tonight needs to be one of the nights we kind of do some of the other things too. Yeah, it'd be great to hit some home runs, but we need some guys on base, to make that happen. Let's make these things happen. Yeah. Well, and drawing walks too, like we can do, but overall and in general, when you talk about World Series and getting this late in the season, usually it comes down to pitching and defense a lot. And Houston, the last few games, has done exactly that. They've done it.
We're talking with Tommy Greene, on the mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. Tommy, Wheeler 1-2 with a 2.67 ERA. Valdez 2-0 with a 1.42 ERA. We were talking earlier about Wheeler. Their speculation is that he has a dead arm and he's got fatigue in there. And as a former pitcher, explain to our listeners what's dead arm.
Well, it sounds just like it is. It's dead. It still works.
Well, can he come out tonight, Tommy? Can he come out tonight?
It still works, but but it just doesn't come out like it's supposed to. Usually, you see a lot of that happening. It's been a long season for guys. And they've acquired some innings and he had some issues during the course of the season too. And he had to rehab and do all this stuff. People don't tell you it's an ongoing process. Your body sometimes needs a break, and it gets this late in the season. Things like this can happen, but that don't mean you still can't pitch. It just means you might not have quite the same stuff, but that don't mean you can't survive and find another way to survive. It's all about staying out of the way. And the only reason he got hurt the last time was because they took advantage of the balls in the middle of the plate early in the count. That's what happened to them. They did it early in the game and stuff like that. But a lot of times you see this dead arm thing in spring training where they go through after their first couple starts, or, when they're starting trying to lengthen out, they get that dead arm. And that's a lot of times you just have to kind of push through it. Don't try to overdo, just make quality pitches. And that's exactly what he's got to do tonight.
Tommy, I saw Al Leiter on the MLB Network explain, because Wheeler had the strained right forearm. He was talking about how his question about Wheeler was, is he maybe having an endurance issue gripping the ball with some of those pitches? Explain to the audience how important the forearm is in gripping the pitches.
Oh, there's no question about that. Grip strength and grip pressure and stuff like that affect everything as far as your ball is concerned. But also, anytime you squeeze something, you can you turn your hand over and you go to squeeze, look at the muscles activating your forearm and stuff and going towards your elbow. Everything works around that. So grip pressure, the way you hold the ball, what fingers got more grip pressure on it affects the different areas of the forearm and stuff. And especially if he's he throws a lot of fastballs, which is, he pitched a lot. He pitches a lot. Me and him were sort of similar in the way we pitched. We everything was off the fastball. We were fastball slider, cutter change, curveball change type thing. But we threw the majority of our pitches. We threw 70% fastballs all the time, during the course of the game. So that you're creating everything you're doing, you're creating that ball spin, that spin. The more spin you create, the ball was going to break, and be livelier at home plate. And a lot of times when you're creating that over the course of time, especially on the breaking balls and stuff, it can mess with you. You can get what they call tennis elbow a little bit. The tendons up on top of your forearm a little bit can get to you a little bit, and when you're pulling through the bottom, with your fastball and stuff over the course of time, if you're squeezing the ball a little bit, it can affect all that stuff. So it's an ongoing, that's what's so important about your maintenance program, reading your body, what it takes to do in between your starts to keep you healthy. You got to read your body, and be honest with yourself and honest with the trainers and say, hey, I'm feeling a little sluggish, I'm feeling a little tired. What am I doing too much? We not need to back off one thing and, or maybe just give it a couple of days down so maybe it catches up a little bit. And I think that's what he's going through a lot, because at the end of the season, everybody, is pitching on fumes a little bit, so.
What are your thoughts on the possibility that they might bring Ranger Suarez into the game tonight? I know Rob Thompson has talked about that he's taking this by game. A lot of people were hoping that Ranger would be the Game 7 starter, but if they bring him in tonight, that changes a lot of things.
Well, I tell you what, you can't worry about Game 7. You got to win Game 6. Everybody's available, other than Syndergaard started last night, but I don't know how he is as far as everybody's available. I know when we pitched in the World Series, Schilling pitched Game 5 and pitched a complete game. He was the only one, I think, that wasn't available. And he might have been, because it was his side day in Game 6. He might have could have pitched in, So I was up in that game. I almost went in that game right before Mitch. So I was up in the bullpen. So that's the way it goes, So everybody's available. And I was a starter back then. So, it wouldn't shock me whatsoever to have your best guys. You got to get to Game 7. You got to win Game 6 to get to Game 7. So it's all hands on deck, man.
All hands on deck.
Whoever's available.
We're talking with Tommy Greene on the mound with Tommy Greene. Tommy, it looks like in Game 2, Wheeler only threw his four-seam fastball 22% of the time compared to during the regular season where he threw 41% of the time. Obviously, that's obviously an indication that something's wrong with. His velocity wasn't that. It was more of a problem with his location. He's only a couple degrees down on his velocity. That's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. No, velocity. He still had decent velocity. You're not going to throw the same every time out. It's about how you survive when you don't have your good stuff. Can you survive, or are you tending to miss over the middle of the plate all the time? But back in the day, you don't see guys a lot of times these days, unless they're a little bit older pitchers or something, now pitching on the fourth day.
Right.
We used to do that. I know coming up from minor leagues, I did it a ton. You know, we did it a lot because guys were moving around in the organizations. We didn't have enough. I mean, you didn't have a pitch. Some guys we'd have to come back on short rest, and you didn't feel quite as good. So what do you have to do to survive? You have to locate better. And what you did, you started concentrating on what you really needed to do. Ultimately, as a pitcher, you concentrated probably a little bit better on and staying down in the zone more, and staying out of the middle of the plate, making quality pitches. And over the course of the game, and the next day, your pitcher coach would come up to you and say, "You know what?" He said, "You were throwing as good or as better than you have done all year on full rest." You know, it's a strange way it works out. But you still have to go out there and compete on short rest. Now, they're trying to give him. I think they're trying to give Wheeler a chance to see if his body kicks back up. You know, these guys, they showed you what they were going to do to him last time. You know, they're going to try. Hey. They're going to be on him again trying to do the same thing because he throws a lot of fastballs. Now, does that mean you don't throw fastballs? No, that means you locate better. Right. They get their own self out. He can throw one pitch and get an out. You know, if he throws a quality pitch, you know it's in a good area. He can throw a one pitch ground ball out, one pitch pop up out. You know, I mean, it's just all about staying out of the middle of the plate.
Well, we need a solid outing out of Wheeler tonight, and hopefully the Phillies bats can wake up. And they're getting this Valdez, who's had their number as well. So we'll see how that works out. Tommy, I know there's a lot of – you were at the game the other night. I know there was a lot of former Phillies there. That's got to be pretty cool seeing all those faces.
Well, I mean, it's a good chance to see. I mean, you know, I had some my old guys there that are from around here, Mickey and Milt, and Mickey Mornetti, Milt Thompson, and Bo, the guys off my team. Back in '93, and then you get a chance to see, you know, some of the 08 team they have in, you know, some of the guys that over the course of time now that you've become to know, and get to know a little bit, that come to alumni weekend and different functions. So it's good to see those guys. That way you can catch up a little bit on how things are going. You know, it's always a good time to see some of the old fellowship, you know, the brothers.
Yeah, man, I love it. I love it, Tommy. Well, listen, man, it's been a great year. We really appreciate it. We might have you on. Maybe we'll try to hook up with you down the road for we'll review the whole season. But I want to thank you so much. My listeners really enjoyed this segment all season long. On the Mound with Tommy Greene, brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. Tommy, thank you so much, and I'll be in touch with you soon. And let's go Phillies.
Okay, pal. Root us on, man.
All right, there he is, Tommy Greene. On the Maserati, the Main Line Sports Hotline. On the Mound with Tommy Greene is brought to you by Aaron Bada's Golf and Performance Club. Call 609-788-4661 or visit gsfitness.com for your free assessment. The second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Get down there. When you get down there, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston, Ryan Owen. They do a great job. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the Main Line. Let me tell you about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Red October continues on 97.3 ESPN. Listen to the Phillies and Houston Astros in the World Series on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Vasquez running as the 2-2 is swung on and missed.
It's Phillies Astros Game 6 tonight. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. See better and stay safe on the road with our visibility event. Right now, you can earn up to $20 in bonus rewards when you buy a pair of Rain-X Quantum Wiper Blades and Sylvania Silverstar Ultra headlights. Take advantage of the rewards from October 31st until November 13th, in-store or on AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply. Offer available to AutoZone Rewards members.
Looking for the best place to hang out during Philly fever? Look no further. Maynard's Cafe in Margate is the place to be. Drink and food specials on football Sundays. Surround sound for every Phils and Birds game. Try our legendary crab cakes or one of our famous sandwiches. Visit for lunch or dinner and stay for the fun-filled nightlife. DJs Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and live music every Friday and Saturday. There's always something exciting going on at Maynard's. Visit Maynard's today, your one-stop destination for fun in Margate.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used, and amazing. I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. You know, I'll tell you what, man. The Phillies got to win tonight. Wheeler, they got the lefty. They got the Valdez. Like you said, Josh, he's going to be tough against the Thomas got to change the lineup up.
I mean, this is a situation where, people were telling me I was being too doom and gloom yesterday. I had literally a guy text in Billy yesterday saying I need to have more faith in the Phillies. But
I think it's
listen, Billy, you know me for a long time. I save my faith for God. When it comes to sports, I stick to what my eyeballs tell me. When my eyeballs tell me,
well, let's get
this
Topper
team needs a hit.
Well, Topper's got to put Verling in. He's got to put Sosa in, and get the righties in. That's
but then you need him to hit.
All right,
you put him in there. They got to hit too, right?
I took my daughter to the Sixers game, and I got to hear this.
The 6 o'clock Sixers game.
The 6 o'clock Sixers game the other night. When
that was
Phillies
a smart move by the 76ers,
that was,
by the way.
And we had so much fun on the way home. I just put her on. I just happened to record her, and I asked her a question. Here it is. Eliza Grace, who is your favorite 76er?
Joel Embiid.
You know why she did that? Because the announcer at the Sixers, like, when he the way
the announcements,
the way he does the names, he goes, he puts emphasis on stuff. Yeah, and even though he wasn't playing that night, they did mention his name, and she heard it and she imitated it, and I just laughed so hard. And I know the sportsbook consigliere Dave Sharapan got a kick out of that.
You guys are going to be in trouble because in 10 years, your daughter and his daughter is probably going to have a podcast.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, talking sports. And you guys are going to be like, oh, what monsters did we create?
All right, we're going to be down at the pool tomorrow at Harrah's, in Atlantic City for the NFL Sunday Splash. Me, Mike Carlin, Brad Quast will be broadcasting live from 10 a.m. to 12 noon and get you ready for the NFL. 30 screen, big screen TVs, 2 huge TV screens at the end of either pool, at the end of the pool, either ends of the pool. They've got the full buffet tailgate for the pregame and halftime for the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games. Come on down, join us. The people that have texted in, we will have your name at the door. So all you got to do is show up. You get a wristband, the free food, which the food is phenomenal. The chefs there, we talk to them. They do a great job. Chicken wings, cheese steaks, meatball sandwiches, salad, and a full dessert tray. It's unbelievable.
So really quick, because you mentioned this NFL Sunday Splash tomorrow. There's no Eagles tomorrow. Okay. So I want to just run through games for tomorrow, Billy, with you really quick.
Yeah.
And you tell me yes or no, like if you're interested or not. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Vikings, Washington.
Yes.
Panthers, Bengals.
No.
Bills, Jets.
Yes.
Colts, Patriots.
No.
Raiders, Jags.
No.
Dolphins, Bears.
Yes.
Because of the trades, right?
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, absolutely.
New acquisitions. Packers.
By the way, I tried to pick up Waddle, but I knew I wouldn't get him.
Packers, Lions.
Yes.
Chargers, Falcons.
No.
Seahawks, Cardinals.
No.
See, I'm interested in that game.
Yeah, I'm not.
Rams, Bucks.
Yes. I always, anytime Tom Brady's playing, I'm interested.
Well, you hear that game on 97.3 ESPN tomorrow.
Josh?
But we also have Bills. You know who's calling the Bills-Jets game tomorrow?
Who?
Sal Palantonio is the color commentary tomorrow.
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Promotion? Is that a promotion, would you say?
No, he's just a man of many skills.
Puts many hats on?
Sunday Night Football is Titans-Chiefs.
Yes.
And then Monday Night Football will be Ravens-Saints.
Would the Cowboys have a bye this week?
Cowboys have a bye.
So hopefully the Phillies win tonight, and I will be watching the Phillies game on Sunday night.
Tomorrow.
So I won't be watching. So they win tonight, so they play Sunday night. I won't be watching that Chiefs
That's
game.
true. And we'll have both games no matter what.
Are you telling me the show's over?
Time flies when you're hanging out with me, Billy.
God. Let's get a win tonight, Josh.
Hopefully.
I mean, could you imagine Game 7 of the World Series, Phillies-Astros, if that happens?
You know, they had a 50 share in Philadelphia for the Phillies game on Thursday night.
Yeah, why not?
50.
Absolutely. 50 share. I want to thank Tommy Greene, as always. We really appreciate having him on all baseball season. Of course, the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan, live from Las Vegas. Josh Hennig, I know you've been working extra hard lately, and I really appreciate everything you do. We'll be at the pool tomorrow at Harrah's.
Mañana, senor.
For the NFL Sunday Splash. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner.
Go Phils.
Let's go
Eagles.
Phillies. I'll see you tomorrow at the pool in Atlantic City. Let's go Phils.
It's the biggest party of the year, and it's bigger than ever. 99 Bottles is back Wednesday, November 23rd at the world-famous Maynard's in Margate. 99 bottles, 99 pairs of tickets, 99 winners. We'll have Eagles Club box seats for New Year's Day against the Saints, Sixers tickets, Flyers tickets, and more great tickets to sporting events, concerts, and shows from all over the area. Starting Monday, just listen every hour to the Sports Bash and Game Night for your cue to call. We'll enter 2 listeners per hour till Friday, November 18th. You must be present to win at Maynard's, 9306 Amherst Avenue in Margate on Wednesday, November 23rd to pick your bottle. 99 tickets, 99 winners at this year's 99 Bottles Party with the Sports Bash on 97.3 ESPN. Brought to you by the world-famous Maynard's, 9306 Amherst Avenue in Margate. It's going to be lit.